Hi Scorpio, welcome to your January 2021. Yes, January 2021. Love and general reading. I am Gemstone Tarot and you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome, everyone is welcome. Cross watchers, anybody, if you're here, you're meant to be here. We're using, smells like the 70s, the Morgan Greer vintage tarot from the 70s. And we are ready to kick off. What do we need to know for Scorpio? Woohoo! Oh my God. That is nice. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. There will be an extended reading and the link will be in the description box as ever. Look what you got. That's very exciting. Okay. Oh my God, wow, Scorpio. Wowzers. Hey up. Right. Let's talk. Ace of Cups and the Devil. Crumbs. Got my moon diary on my knee just in case we need any astro dates. Okay. Ace of Cups, obviously a beautiful card. I mean, it even looks beautiful, doesn't it? This is gorgeous. This is 2021. This is some love. This is opportunity. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, obviously, because it's a cup card. It feels for some of you like, I don't know, almost like a baptism of something. You see how this cosmic hand is bringing this cup, and it almost feels, because it's overflowing, like it's gone into the water and it's brought the cup up like you do when you dunk someone and you baptize them and they come up, you know. It feels new, it feels clean, and it feels cleansed. Can tell we're serious because the moon diary just got chucked to one side. Okay. What's right underneath it, which raises one eyebrow, there we go, is the Devil card. Hello, Devil. Now, for many signs, you bring out the Devil card and you can almost, or I can almost feel the sharp intake of breath. For Scorpios, I can feel, bring it on. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this could have been 2020 for you. I mean, it was for a lot of people. But it's also toxic influences. Bring it on, says Scorpio. There's something here about standing up for yourself. Psychically, emotionally, let's get my hair off the microphone. Psychically, emotionally, maybe at work as well, or within family relationships. There's something at stake. There's something worth fighting for here. So we have the Ace of Cups above the Devil with the Seven of Wands. Mars in Leo. I've got a big stick and I'm going to defend my position. I'm literally standing up for myself. Now, Scorpios are not traditionally extroverts. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to this, but I know a lot of Scorpios, close people, not one of them is an extrovert. If they have strong feelings about something, they're not going to say until it's absolutely necessary, and then they're going to put it quite eloquently and usually quite quietly, in my experience. They're not ones to stand on the table like Braveheart with a big stick, you know? Don't think he ever stood on a table, but you know what I mean. You are defending a boundary as you come into January, and it's a boundary very well worth defending. What I wonder about Scorpio, it's Robert Frost, Mending a Wall, I think it was. Good fences make good neighbours, you know. Are you keeping people out or are you keeping someone in? You know, this is what I can't quite get to the bottom of just yet at the moment. There's a sense of needing to protect something. There's a sense of needing to protect a boundary. For some of you, if you are in an established relationship with a significant person, you may in January be required to stand up for what that relationship means or what that person means to you. For some of you, you may be required to do this with the other person. For others of you, and I feel like there might be two camps, there's a need for you to stand up for what you believe in love, and that might involve shutting off another person. Or that's what I mean about the wall. Are you keeping them out or are you keeping them in? Two of Cups. This is a nice reading. I mean, apart from the fact it has the devil in it and there's something to be defended, there's a lot of emotion around for you as we begin the year. Now, those of you that are single AF, that could be challenged. And how does singledom get challenged? By meeting somebody. However that looks in this day and age, okay? Because the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, if you're looking for love in 2021, you better get ready, okay? Because it's going to challenge you. Sometimes we think we're looking for love, but we're kind of comfortable with the status quo of where we're at. This is something that's going to come along and challenge your belief system and challenge what has gone before if you're single. This is going to challenge the toxic relationships you've had in the past, because it's not going to be one. It's going to look different, okay? Those of you that are in a relationship with somebody, and some of you I think are in a relationship that maybe not quite there, you know, not quite named. You don't quite know what to call it or what to call them or where you're at. There's some kind of, maybe it's long distance, or there is emotional distance, or something has been caused by lockdown, or it's just not properly come to fruition yet. You know, it feels like that. There may be a need to decide, you know, where the wall is, who's building it, who you're keeping out, who you're keeping in, what are you defending, what do you stand for? And then I think for you personally, Scorpio, that question with that Devil card, that Ace of Cups, who do you love? What do you love? What do you stand for? This will bleed into all aspects of your life. Do you remember we talked with the Ace, how it looked like they'd come up and like whooshed up, and then it was overflowing. This literally spills over into every aspect of your life in a good way, but you also get to be a part of that process by drawing your lines, by mending fences, but also by building walls where they are appropriate, to keep people in, to keep something safe, to protect something, but also to keep people out, okay? Toxic people in your environment need to be kept out, and that's something that we looked at a lot since May 2020 when we had a full moon in Scorpio, but also going back to October 2019 when we had Mercury retrograde in Scorpio near Halloween. And I feel like a lot of Scorpios, not that you were kind of under attack at that point, but the universe was testing you a bit on all areas of your life, you know. There was a lot of toxicity in work relationships. There was a lot of testing times in romantic relationships. Now it feels like you're in a different energy, but still there is this tension, I think, between what's good for you, what's not good for you, who's good for you, who's not good for you, who's in and who's out. The Chariot. Cancerian energy, so it can be family, it can be groups, it can be your home life, it can be your nearest and dearest, whoever they are. But also with the Chariot, there are two horses moving in different directions. I feel like during January and into 2021, you are going to feel tested. And when we feel tested, it usually means that we are feeling pulled in two different directions. And that different direction is, am I keeping something in or am I keeping something out? Okay, it's really important. I can see this is very important. The Two of Cups, a fair exchange, an equal relationship, whether that's at work, with family, with friends, with lovers. Okay, is this equal? Often the thing people don't say about Scorpios, because Scorpios can get a bad rap sometimes, or rep, or whatever it is, in the astrology books. But my experience with my Scorpio close friends is that they give a lot in relationship quietly, but very, very deeply. And sometimes my experience with those friends is that they don't get that in return. That can be okay if things even up in different ways, but I think this is really coming into January for you, a time when you are going to be almost looking at a matrix of all relationships, whether they work, whether it's your relationship to work, how many hours you're working, how much you like what you're doing, how much you like who you're with, how much you like being single, you know, those kinds of things. And how much of it, how far you're willing to go to change, and how far you're willing to go to protect what you have got and to stand up for who you are. Now, we now have this lovely little combination of cards here. They came out together. King of Cups and the Magician. Now, do you know what? I would like to say, because it's King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that this is you. That's not the hunch that I'm getting, Scorpio. I think this is someone else. And I think the Magician and the King of Cups are coming out to me as the same person. The Magician is an alchemist, and there is always some of you in the Magician. So your ability to manifest, to bring down, to bring forth is a very Scorpionic thing. Scorpios for me are the people that can take the well bucket down to the bottom of the well when nobody else wants to go, and bring that bucket from, you know, the bottom of oblivion. And that's where the good stuff is, but only Scorpio can see that, okay? This is someone who can do that too. The Magician card is someone who can meet that level of alchemy and magic. That's interesting. Now, I'll tell you what also interests me, is that is alchemy and magic too. Just of a very different kind, and maybe it's more on the dark side. The Chariot, two different horses going in different directions. You're going to be challenged by a person, I think, and I think you need to find the line between whether they're on the wrong side or the right side, and that line is probably your own personal boundary line, which you will be drawing up. Whether you employ the big stick to hold, this is my line, here it is, here's my line. Now, Scorpio of all the water signs is the most capable of drawing a boundary. I would say Cancer was next and Pisces was last. I'm a Pisces, they're not known for boundaries. So Scorpios are you're a fixed water sign. You probably know all this anyway, of course, but I'm just saying. You're a fixed water sign, so you have the staying power that most water signs don't have, okay? So you have the staying power to be able to use your intuition as a water sign to know where you should draw a line, but unusually you can stick to it. And I think that you will, and I think you will be richly rewarded for that by this, which after all is a very nice combination of cards, because the Ace of Cups divides into the two. Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer, is an equal exchange of cups, okay? This is what you get with it. You normally have the angelic figure above that kind of blesses this exchange of cups. It's almost like a marriage. It's a beautiful card, the Two of Cups. It can also represent a beautiful business partnership or something like a beautiful friendship, or it's very pure. It's the purity of the ace kind of exchanged, okay? Not you give loads from a very deep well and they take it and drink it, okay? No, they also bring something. So those of you that are single and those of you in relationship, there is something about this other person that can match you and needs to match you. And if they don't match you, I have the feeling you will be putting them to one side of the wall, okay? This is fascinating. So in the extended reading, Scorpio, I'm going to look at how they feel about you. I'm going to look at the Devil, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Chariot. I'm also going to have a little diggeroo at the Magician and the King of Cups. That's interesting. I'm only going to take one for that, actually. Your oracle card is Yin, and again, it's a large cup. It's like a font. Getting a lot of fonts, a lot of baptisms here. This is, well, it's not strange. I feel like for you, it's, wow. These three cards just fell on the floor. Soulmate. I feel that. But they meet you where you're at. And if they can't, they're not, okay? Manifestation, that's the Magician card. This is something you can bring into being, but also it's already there. That's how it meets you, Scorpio. Divine guidance. Scorpios are never short of divine guidance, to be honest, okay? Things will come to you that will point the way by water. Scorpio, okay, you will know what it means. You're deep. The link will be in the description box. You're getting me all discombobulated. I'm absolutely dying to do your extended reading. We're going to crack on with some different tarot cards and some love oracle cards. I'll see you on the other side. Do like, share and subscribe. Namaste.